Hey guys, Lee H here, aka Criterion Racer, coming to you with my pickups at the card show I went to yesterday. It was my first card show in a very long time, and I was down in Denver at the Western Complex. The show was supposed to be the biggest show they've had in a good 20 years. 200 plus tables, lots of stuff, and I picked up quite a few cards for myself for my personal collection here. They had a lot of new stuff and quite a bit of older stuff. So let's see the deals I got. We're going to start off with a nice Hank Aaron for only $5, a 1970 scratch off. I didn't even take this off. The outside was in just beautiful shape. Plus, how often can you buy a Hank Aaron card for $5 in this condition here? It is scratched off, but I don't really care. It's a Hank Aaron for $5 in 1970. Then I picked up this 1960 Hank Aaron. The corners are actually not too bad for the age. There's no crease, but obviously way off center. I think I got this for $20. Not too bad for a 1960 Hammer and Hank Aaron with the Milwaukee Braves. This is one of the cars I was actually looking for to complete my 63 Milwaukee Braves set. A nice Aaron. Had pretty solid corners. And he had this was his lowest grade one. Beautiful, bright back. He wanted 140 for this. I ended up getting a little better deal than that. And he also literally threw in the 62 home run leaders, which I did not have. That bad boy, take a look at it. When the worst player is Orlando Cepeda, you're in great company. You had Ernie Banks, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, and Frank Robinson all on one card. Imagine that line up there. So, that completed my 63 Milwaukee Braves set with those two cards. I paid $120 for both of them combined. Not too bad. We got a nice Eddie Matthews here. That's a 57. I wanted 25. I think I paid 15 for that bad boy right there. The dealers were willing to work with me, especially on some of this vintage stuff. I do have that card, just not in that good a shape. The corners are nice, no creasing. Again, offsetter, I'm not as worried about that, but that's a sweet 57. And this next guy had a bunch of tons of vintage stuff. Everything was 80, 90% off. You probably marked that price up. But for $6, we bundled some of these too, so I might have paid a little less than that for a 64 Matthews in nice shape. Again, off-center, bleeding into the next guy. But, okay. 59, Eddie Matthews here. Again, off-center drastically, but again, the corners, no creasing. He sold that to me for $10. Could not pass that up. Didn't have this 1960 All-Star Game one either. Again, $10 for that. Nice shape for that. Then 80% off a nice Del Crandall, 1953 on there. 54 for $2.50. This one was $4. Hard to pass that up. I was looking at some of the newer stuff. I do like opening that, but everything was real expensive. The lower stuff was nice and reasonable for the vintage. But the PA stuff was really out. Even Forest 5s, they wanted a fortune for them. And then I picked up, I'll just show you I picked up a lot of these commons for like $1.50. Good old Eddie Matthews' roommate here passed away 2 days before he did. Yeah, he's a couple-time All-Star. He actually is noted for the worst hitting season ever. Of course, he was a pitcher. In 70 at-bats, he had 0 hits. To this day, the worst hitter in all of Major League Baseball. So I was also looking for some non-sports, wax and stuff like that, which I always collect. And also other vintage wax. They didn't have a whole lot. These bingos were 50 cents a piece. Only had a few of those. But what I did come across, if I did, they wanted like $40 for a box of Elf. They wanted $100 for the Back to the Future one. Came across one guy who specialized in this, and all of his stuff was just done by the Bicycle Exchange or PSA verified. But he pulled out some totes, and I did pick up some ET Rat Packs. I don't have any, just a box back there. You know, one of the key cards right there to the landing site on the bike right there. Never saw the Rat Packs of this. He wanted $80 for baseball exchange certified, stuff like that. And I was able to get these off him for $10, and I've never seen these before. So should probably have picked up more. There's another one with the bicycle theme on it. I'm a big cyclist fan, so the bicycle chase right there. But some nice 1982 ET Rat Packs. So these are pretty darn hard to find. And most of his other Rat Packs were $30, $40. So I think I scored on this. Picked up some supplies, a lot more of this. You don't need to show my pile of supplies at a reasonable price. And almost picked a box of 86, but everything was verified by Baseball Card Exchange, and I didn't need that for a box of 86, which I was looking at. They still wanted $75. Came across this guy, scooped up all of his 89 Bowman. This is just some of them. He was selling these. I took all of them because it was like 15 pack. 50, what was it? These ended up being 75 cents a piece. How can you argue with that? He also had some 89 Donruss after I took some of that. So I grabbed a bunch of that stuff at 75 cents a pack. Looking for the Griffy Rookie. I thought that was just a killer deal. Asked if he had more, and he only had about 10 of them. So let's take a look at here. Johnny Ray on the back. Looking for that Griffey. I don't know if just didn't feel like the photos were quite as good. The cars were really big. We got a Ryan Sandberg right off the bat. Danny Tartable right there. Devin White, who's had a few good years. Good old Tommy John from Tommy John. Oh, Jimmy Jones. Why do you think that was Tommy John? Dave Madigan was a hot rookie at the time. And good old Johnny Ray. Let's open one more pack of this. Overall, I had a lot of fun time. Spent a couple hours down there. Made some nice contacts. Hopefully pick up some, non-sport wax at a reasonable price. It wasn't packed, but it was definitely busy. I was talking to most of the dealers. They said, like, the real buyers were coming on that Friday night. I showed up Saturday morning right when they opened up. And Saturday felt like a lot of look-see people. Not really spending the money, Most of the modern stuff was fairly high. Especially the tons of PSA stuff and the modern stuff. Just glad I didn't grab the Acuna after he went down, because his cards are going to plummet. Now, just nothing really tripped me to buy anything moderns. That's why I ended up buying all this vintage stuff. How could you pass up Hank Aaron's, for $20 and stuff like that? And Eddie Matthews here. And we got Steve Finley. That was his rookie, is what I thought. And who else here? Dwight Smith was another. This was a super hot card also back in the day. All right. Well, until next time, guys, we'll catch you later.